Hello everyone. Before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment saying where you're from and when you watched. That way, YouTube will continue to show you stories like this. Now, let's get started. Asterisk, I woke up the next morning, thinking that after the ritual of sealing Clara in the cellar, everything would finally be over. But my body felt heavy, as if pressed by an invisible force. When I entered the bathroom and opened my shirt, I was stunned. There was a new scar on my back, long, thin, like a scratch, running from my shoulder blade down to near my waist. The wound was not bleeding, but it was red, sore, and there was no sign of anything that could have caused it. I tried to remember last night. Maybe while struggling, I was kicked or bumped into something in the cellar. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that the hand that was pulling my leg at that time did not touch my back. So where did the scar come from? I called Harris. After a few seconds of silence, he said something that sent a chill down my spine. The seal only trapped the spirit, not the connection. If that scar appeared, it meant that Clara was still present in the physical space, at least in part. I felt my heart collapse. I thought it was over, but no, Clara was still there. Maybe hiding somewhere in the walls, in my dreams, in my own body. From that day on, every night, the scar on my back ached, as if someone was gently scratching it from the inside. I started to have strange dreams. In my dream, I was wandering around a strange house. Old wooden walls, wet tile floors. I heard children laughing, small hands tapping on the door, and dolls dragging on the floor. When I reached the end of the hallway, a door opened. There, Emily was sitting with her back turned, her face reflected in the mirror. But it wasn't Emily in the mirror, it was me. I woke up in a cold sweat, and my hands were shaking like someone else's. One night, while looking in the bathroom mirror, I found myself smiling. Not my usual smile. It was a crooked smile, long and cruel. I stepped back, my heart pounding. I touched my face, but the reflection in the mirror was still smiling, though. My lips were stiff. I called Thomas. When he arrived, I told him everything. Thomas saw the scar, checked the house, but found nothing unusual, until we checked the video from the night before. The camera in the living room, at 3 a.m., recorded me walking out of the bedroom, walking to the middle of the room, and standing there for more than 10 minutes. Not moving, not saying anything, just standing there, eyes staring straight into the camera, not blinking. Thomas turned to look at me, his face pale. He said he was in the bedroom next to me, and I definitely didn't leave the room. So who was the person in the video? Me, or something that was taking on my form? Clara didn't just exist in the house. She was slowly invading my whole body, bit by bit. That night, I locked all the windows, took away all the mirrors in the house, and covered every crack with thick paper. I tried to sleep, but the dream came again. In it, I was lying on a stone table in the basement. Clara stood above her, smiling, holding a silver knife like in a ritual. Behind her were hundreds of small, faceless figures, giggling. She leaned down and whispered in my ear, "Daniel, you are the door. I am the one who passes through." I woke up to see blood seeping from the scar on my back, and right above the bed, there was a small, bloody handprint on the white pillow. No one else had ever entered the room. I knew. I started keeping a diary, day by day, hour by hour, recording my feelings, my dreams, and even changes in my behavior. I no longer remembered what I did at night. Some days I woke up to find the kitchen light on. Other days I found the sink full of water, as if someone had just washed something very dirty. I was losing control. I saw images that no one else saw. I heard voices calling from the second floor, even though the second floor had been locked for a long time. And most of all, I began to fear myself. Fear that one day, when I looked in the mirror, the person looking back would no longer be me. I had to find a way to end it. I had to go deeper into Clara's origins, starting from where Emily found the first doll, the forest near the landfill south of the city, where it all began. Please follow episode 11, The Purifying Fire and the Last Scream.